can always take a look at my stream and because your stream will probably be the same as mine anyways.
And our internet connections don't seem to really get along. So
I'm
both of us streaming at the same time, probably a bad idea. So yeah,
already
I'm
joining.
known somewhat. I thought you had missed the invitation, good sir.
Okay, so send at me, right?
Um, I have to pull off quite a combo. And if I were you, eventually you're gonna need this achievement or trophy, if you will,
I
as
it's
well.
going to be a while before I even attempt it.
I guess you don't know how much I have played this. Because I am at 1920
I
out of
don't think
2000.
I'm at that high, to be honest.
I wonder how I got an even number. That's weird.
hmm.
I'm not even worried about the amount. I'm just like, how did I get an even number? Okay, so whenever you choose a character, uh, agent probably be the best if you want to survive. But with
Mm,
agent, well,
the thing
hang
is,
on.
I don't want to use a sniper. That's the only problem.
Oh, that's kind of all I use. Okay,
Let's
well,
see. That one has
what
a
is your...
crappy machine pistol,
Yeah, don't use that.
but she also has the crossbow.
Well, that has...
And that one has sniper.
What?
What the hell?
Yeah.
That one has a shotgun and a machine
Machine
gun.
gun, shotgun. And that's grenade rounds. Why does she have grenade rounds?
Machine gun comes with grenade
Oh, yeah,
launcher.
that's the bear commander.
Yeah, Bear Commander is the only machine gun out of the whole game that allows grenade launcher.
Which is pretty badass, if you think about it.
Yeah, now it may not be like Chris's grenade launcher and all that, but it's a pretty good one nonetheless. All right.
Indeed. Oh, and not sure if you noticed, I have a grenade launcher too.
But yours is just a grenade launcher, isn't it?
And some aesthetic rounds.
Alright, let's go ahead and get this started. As yeah, I think you have the same grenade rounds as I do.
That is correct.
And I want to say
Yeah.
it's just regular grenade rounds.
Before we start this, okay, which Resident Evil character should we give a little backstory on?
Quite a few characters that we could even talk about, to be honest.
Actually, we get into random Resident Evil conversations all the time. So
Oh yeah,
let's see where we go.
but we do not talk about
So
Ashley. I just forget about her.
you better leave Ashley out of this.
Yeah.
I don't want to hear her freaking name, dude. But anyway, so how about how, Leon Scott Kennedy fell asleep first day on the job?
I still can't get over that, to be honest.
They will be coming your way, sir.
And when I first heard how he somehow managed to get out of a incident, how many was that? 5?
Yep. I got caught and distracted, but he was gone.
Anyways, ooh, I just cleared the whole area. Anyways, when I first heard about Leon sleeping on the job, basically,
Yeah.
I think they mentioned that that was probably the best mistake he ever made.
It probably was, because if he wasn't late and didn't fall asleep on the job, he probably would have been infected and dead.
Oh yeah.
How you like that combo? All I'm using is the sniper. Headshots, baby.
That I actually messed up. Let's see. Like I said, I think you got like 5 sent to me already.
Well, we'll do a few more. Don't worry.
Yeah, I want to say when you hit 30. Yeah, that's what I thought. When you hit 30,
Yep,
it's like okay, this is going to be a little interesting.
Woo. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for sending me some audience. I hope you all love grenades. Do you think they like grenades? Or
I
should
don't
get them
think
a different present? So you're telling me my early Christmas present is a bad one?
Oh no! Ow!
Wow.
I'm already dead.
What the fuck happened?
Stretch your Armstrong?
Ada, costume number 2 was unlocked. Okay.
I got Leon costume 2 now.
There you go. See, you unlock costumes by doing this. Alright,
Huh, that's
so...
actually kind of interesting, to be honest.
Yeah.
I'm wondering if the costume 2 for Leon is actually even worth it.
It's pretty good.
What's different?
I mean, if you like to...
What is different? His loadout's the same.
I fucking don't know. Different color? Variation?
Holy crap.
Who the hell is that? Did you see that guy? He looked kind of like us. Did you see him? Yeah, I saw him, but what of him? What are you guys talking about? Oh, nothing. Not a big deal. Nothing. Don't tell him. Hey.
Shotgun. All he gets is
Frickin' hey.
You know what? Screw it.
Seriously, dude. Okay. Okay, so...
Let's see, did we even
let's
fully talk about Leon?
We haven't fully talked about his history, no. I mean, he was taken by the government and forced to work for the government.
Yeah, but that was like after. Okay, there we go. That was not until like after he lived through the horrors of what was Resident Evil 2.
Well, yeah, of course. Resident Evil 2 is when Leon Scott Kennedy was... And let's not to mention Sherry, which made a very surprising appearance in this game.
Oh yeah.
I mean, I really did not expect her to be in this game at all.
Right.
I didn't even know if I would see Sherry Burke again.
Yeah, but it was kind of interesting how they basically introduced her in 6.
I guess what?
Also, I don't think we can't really forget about Claire. Because if we're talking about Leon, we might as well include Claire also.
Yeah, they brought Claire back, and it took them it took them freaking long enough to.
Oh yeah.
I mean, I respect the fact that they did, but gosh dang, dude, how long do you have to wait?
Holy
Bring Billy
crap.
back. Please bring Bill back. Capcom, if you're listening, bring him back. I know they're not listening.
I'm being shot at.
Oh, don't worry.
I'm not even doing that well, to be honest.
Just hang in there a little long.
Why did you send... Wait. Did you send bees at me, or did I send bees at me?
I sent 30 your way.
Well, there's a guy with a bee. Nope, 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 nope.
I hope you like fire. Goodbye. Who likes remote bombs? Oh yeah, yes. Boom.
Oh no, 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 no.
Give it up. There's 2 more on the way. 21, 22. Wait, hang on. Not quite. Oh. I got it. Surrounded on all sides. 3 minutes on the dot.
Yeah, and I would like to point out, I keep going in a dying state and dying in dying state.
Well, I told you I have some sick sniper skills.
Well, like, it kind of confused me a little bit because, a lot of them were missing. Like, they'll go ahead and, start, stabbing, but they'll completely miss.
Yeah. But I'm pretty sure the ones I sent to you weren't so nice.
They kept missing.
Like I said, they weren't so nice. I didn't say that they were aggressive.
Yeah, screw it.
Ah, you want to screw it? Okay. Huh. Alright. NASCAR. It's like sponsoring NASCAR. You know what? I'll do this entire
Out of all
fucking
people,
match.
they decide to have Pierce and sponsor NASCAR.
Yeah, like for real, like I'm a NASCAR driver. Like, dude, no, you're the BSAA.
I also sponsor NASCAR.
Hang on now. I will do this entire one using only my melee.
Alright.
As Jake.
Alrighty.
Because he's the only one that Alright, let's get this show on the road, huh?
Oops. I messed up. I messed up.
Whoa, what the fuck?
Anyways, back to what we were talking about earlier.
I threw one guy. I threw one guy, and it hit a lot of people. It's like a human torpedo. hell was that? Oh, you got something to say? Oh, you got something too? Come on, butt nugget. Keep on sending them. I guarantee you I can last the entire duration.
Spiders, really?
Oh, don't worry about it. You know, just kill them before they kill you.
I have no ammo.
You better start running around. Run around, find anything you...
That's the thing, it's only dropping pistol ammo.
No, I mean, around the stage. There's a lot of breakable boxes and all sorts of stuff.
But anyways, we just stopped what we were talking about. We were talking about Aunt Claire, and then we stopped at how she was in Revelations 2.
Well, Claire can't seem to stay out of trouble. We both know this.
Oh yeah. One thing I noticed about Claire is every time that she's in a Resident Evil game, she's in a prison.
Well, maybe she just kind of likes it in prison. Oh, let's get off, bitch. Oh, wow! Jesus Christ! What the fuck? I'm only using my fist. You got 20 on the way. Anyways, yeah, Claire Redfield. Her introduction was a little different than most others. She was just in Raccoon City looking for her brother. But surprisingly, her brother had already left.
Yeah, you actually find in the memos that he and Jill, I think it was him, Jill, and Barry all already left.
Yep. That is
but
correct. Let's get into the... Go on.
Now, if we talk about Jill for very quick, she was already back in Raccoon City by the time Resident Evil 3 happened. And that was about the same time as Resident Evil 2. Approximately the same time.
Yeah, pretty much. She was back, and then Nemesis decided to make his great entrance into the Resident Evil franchise.
Oh yeah.
Oh, looks like I'm dead. I will punch anyone that gets near me. Oh. I was on the ground and I okay, last time it was 3 minutes on the dot, and now it's 5 on the dot.
What can I say? Helena's a really good character for me.
If I would have used my guns, you wouldn't have stood a chance. I'm joking. It was actually impressive. Like,
actually, the good thing about Helena is when you play multiplayer, her survivability actually comes from her shotguns. Like,
Yeah.
if you just keep quick shotting the Hydra, you can stay alive forever, basically. Because she just blasts everyone away when she quick shots.
What is it about Ada that makes me so attracted to her?
I still can't get over that. There's nothing different.
Oh, look at this rivalry. Well, Chaos Challenge.
Let's see.
Wanna go classic?
Let's see. I'm trying to think here. We talked about Leon a little bit. We talked about Claire.
We still haven't talked about Ada.
There's not much information on Ada, to be honest.
Well, you have a good point there.
Because, like, every time that you see her, the one thing that she responds is, I can't really talk about it. That's all she says.
Yeah, pretty much.
It doesn't matter if it's Resident 2, it doesn't matter if it's a Resident 4.
Wait a minute. I have a character. Let's talk about Albert Wesker.
Oh, yeah. He was actually a good character. And even though he turned villain, he's still a good character. Like, yeah, he basically played his role great.
And the voice actor, whoever voiced it for him was beautiful. And, you know, okay, so Albert Wesker, yeah, he started off, and I believe he actually was healthy in the beginning, but he also knew something that the Stars and Blues did not know.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, that's pretty much, that's pointed out in Resident Evil 0. When he and William Birkin working together.
Yeah, of course, if you only played Resident 1, you only know very little of his character.
Oh yeah. I mean, you have to follow through with a lot.
Oh yeah.
And that's why people are just like, oh, Resident Evil sucks. It's like, no, you don't know the backstory of the characters. You pick up Resident Evil 6 or 5 and judge the entire franchise off of one game. You can't do that. I mean, you can, but you just...
Oh crap.
Oh! Okay, 15 on your way. I see you're about to send 30 my way. And please do. Oh.
I got hit in the middle of it.
Well, I'm gonna search for some items. Here's a green herb. And
let's see, damn, I timed everything just right.
And many times.
Okay. We are not having this.
Hey look, the ammo bot came in handy. What a surprise.
There we go. Much better.
Oh, he came in handy. Haha. You're not gonna get it off this easy, bro.
That's fine. I've been using anything I can. Holy crap!
Yep, that's what I was telling you about. And don't
No, I've been finding barrels. That's what I was talking about.
Plenty more. Okay. Also, another ooh, hello. Anyways, another character of the franchise, Jake. I need to read all. I'm gonna make a video. I'm gonna make a video of me reading all of his, basically all of his files. Because there's more to know about Jake than we already know. Ooh, this me, bitch. Oh, shit! Get the fuck off of me. Woo! Buddy, we're neck and neck.
Are you talking about health?
Oh. Yeah.
I'm hoping to bypass that real quick. Because I just used my last bit of healing.
Oh,
Nope.
I don't have any left. Don't worry. Oh, remote bomb. Hello. Excuse me, guys. I have to get by.
Yeah, there's no healing at all.
You're gonna explode. I'm gonna die. You can all eat dicks. Oh. Well,
How are you alive right now? Never mind.
hey, I put up a fight though. Oh, look, we almost hit 6 on the dot.
If you prolonged
So
your death a
finally-
little bit longer, we could have got 6.
Yeah. Well.
Wait, how did I send 70 over to your side?
You don't, I don't know. We got lost conversation, I suppose. And we just kind of lost track.
Yeah, true.
That's my guess.
I mean, I was trying to stay alive. Let's see.
Well, that's what you do. When you're threatened, you must try to stay alive. I
got another character I think we should talk about. And I think it's really important that we do talk about him.
Okay.
And I'm going to be playing as him.
Chris Redfield. Alright.
I mean,
right.
I think it's important to talk about it because he does have a DLC coming out in about 4 days.
Not a hero. There are so many theories. People need to hear this. Our theories are very strange, but they might be true. I know I've thrown plenty of theories out there, but go ahead and tell me one of your theories of what you think might happen in Not a Hero.
Let's see. Not a hero. One of the things I think is I know there's a lot of people who think this, and I kind of leaning towards it. Of course, I'm not saying it is this, but I have a feeling that BSAA, huh?
You're not saying what? Anyway, go on, dude.
Anyways, one of the things that I've been finding out that a lot of people have been theorizing, and I also agree with them. One of Umbrella's helicopters. That's one theory, I think. I mean, it's possible.
I mean, yeah, they might have. But why is the emblem? Why is the emblem blue?
That's the thing I don't know. I mean, there's a lot of speculations for why the color change. I mean, when you go through Resident Evil 7, the one thing that you see is, well, Umbrella logo got a different color.
Well,
also, I know I'm kind of far-reaching on this, but also he's not muscular like he's been. Like,
yeah, I mean, I think they changed that because people were making fun of his character, like,
well, we have every right to be honest.
Yeah, I mean, kind of do. Because he was getting a little too buff for his own good.
Like, they even made a parody of him, talking about how buff he is. I think there was like one guy who made a parody of Resident Evil 6, and he was just using like, it was just a suit that he was wearing. Like, I think he called it a muscle suit. Anyways, back to what I was talking about.
Right.
By the way, you're about to get 23.
Oh, don't worry. I'll be ready.
Anyways, yeah, like okay, let's just talk about, okay, Resident 1. Okay, he's somewhat skinny. No big deal.
Yeah. Still powerful, but he wasn't like cracked out.
Oh yeah. Let's see, next time that we see him, you gotta be kidding me. I hope I killed him.
Hello.
I did not kill him. I still hear it. There was a chainsaw. Anyways, back to what I was saying.
Go on.
Was it next time we see him was what? Code Veronica, was it?
Yes.
And you had to play a good portion of that as Chris.
Yeah. Well, like he was player, and he found infamous Albert Wesker.
Yeah, and oh yeah, we didn't talk about that part, did we?
We have not.
I
We
mean,
had. We just set the
that
part up.
one, he could have killed her if not for one thing. If he didn't get a call. Like, he was about ready to kill her.
Oh yeah. He wanted her dead.
Yeah, because he knew it would
get
draw
the
out Chris. But anyways, and there was like another scene where basically Chris just runs off when he meets Chris. I mean, wait, Wesker runs off when he sees Chris. Don't judge. I just realized I messed up when I said that.
Yeah, you're really hang on. But anyways, go on, dude.
Anyways, and there was a scene in Code Veronica where Chris meets Wesker in, I guess, where some experiments was. Anyways, as he's talking to Wesker, Wesker literally tells him, "Oh, by the way, your sister is in the Antarctica." Like, he literally just tells them, "Oh, by the way, she is here." And then he goes, "Oh, by the way, have fun, because I'm going to try killing you." Oh, wait, there's a thing on the screen. I'm going to run away. That was pretty much the gist of it.
Yeah, that sounds about right. I feel like we talk about the Resident Evil history better when we're not, like, live.
Oh, I'm talking about it just fine.
But, oh no, it's all good, but I'm trying to remember, and also I'm trying not to get killed. I just picked up a first aid spray. Wait, no, I didn't. There it is. Okay, anyway, how about Derek Clifford Simmons?
Oh yeah,
His
he was.
obsession with Ada
He's
Wong.
like only in Resident Evil 6. That's actually a pretty good topic, to be honest, because we are playing 6.
I mean, yeah.
Simmons was an interesting story, to be honest. All you know about him is he's got a family that basically runs the country or whatnot, and he was going to roll out that, oh, and I'm going to put Leon as he killed the president, even though the president turned into a zombie.
Well, see, that's only because Simmons knew that Leon was the survivor of the fucking destruction.
Oh yeah.
And that Derek Simmons had ordered destruction of said city.
Oh yeah.
And spread the virus all around it.
I want to say that's actually explained in Resident Evil 6 files, if I remember right. I could be wrong though.
Ooh.
No hope.
They just gave me a magnum.
Okay, what's going on?
I just got a magnum.
What's going on?
What do you mean what's going on? You have to be more elaborate on that.
It just literally said no hope and it's counting down.
Oh, that means you're fucked. I have 4 health and 2 health tablets.
What?
Yeah.
What just literally happened?
10 minutes on the dot. That's what happened.
Oh, we only got a limited amount of time. Okay, I got Chris Costin 2 and Jake Costin 2.
We survived.
That's actually an impressive feat. We survived all the way to the end.
That should have been a draw, because neither one of us got killed.
I think the reason why they put you as a winner is because you had more kills than I did.
Jill, I mean, that should have been a
yeah,
draw.
There's nothing different here either.
Okay, so what costumes are you missing? I think I might be, let's see, one, two, one. No,
Missing
I have
Ada
everything.
2, Sherry 2 apparently. I think it goes all the way up to 2, right? Pierce 1 and 2, okay. Elena 2, that's it. Oh, Carla.
Oh yes, we got to do mercenaries for Carla.
We could do that later. Let's see. But yeah, Chris had a really interesting story behind him because we didn't fully complete Chris's story, to be honest. We kind of went. Nope, we're not going to talk about him.
We've been half-assing stories with a lot of characters.
Well, Leon, we talked fully on. Sherry, sorry. Sherry, we got fully done because I don't know why I was going with that.
Don't worry about it.
Sherry, we fully got done. I mean, there's not a lot of information on Sherry. Just her father was a scientist, her mother was a scientist, and she was abandoned. That's it. That's all the backstory on her. And thankfully, it's actually explained in 6 also.
Well, in the comics, it was a little bit more, well, fucking weird how Sherry got infected.
Yeah, I know. Like in the games, it was she got infected by her dad.
Yes, but that was through a sexual encounter.
Yeah.
And is highly disturbing. That's probably the most disturbing thing Resident Evil has done.
Oh yeah.
I mean, that's just disgusting, dude. Because it says the G virus tries to find a host. All right, do you remember in Resident Evil? It was a CGI movie. It was Degeneration.
Yes. Wasn't Degeneration where Claire arrives at the airport and it just turns into a zombie infested area?
Yep. And
I wanted to kill that senator so freaking bad.
That dude that had gotten or infected himself was looking at his sister as a breeding ground. Like, that was pretty much a throwback.
Yeah, like I'll be honest, I was surprised they added in the G virus back in Degeneration.
Yeah, sorry about that. I just a few moments ago I just got 4 headshots in a row. Like, they were lined up and I got 4 headshots. Anyways, about Chris. When it came to the opening scene in 6, I'm not quite sure what the fuck happened to him, but I know that he had turned into an alcoholic and he was wasting his life away in a bar.
Actually, in 6, they kind of explained that a little bit too, because Pierce actually mentions that because of the death of his squad, he just basically is drowning his miseries.
Well, still, I mean, just like he became a temporary alcoholic and he was in the middle of nowhere, couldn't remember anything or anyone. So he had post-traumatic from being knocked out by that big-ass friggin' BOW.
Oh yeah.
And also, you know, Chris, that was very unlike seeing him that way. Like I was legitimately upset seeing him like that.
Oh yeah.
Like he had nowhere to go, no one to turn to, and then Piers found him. And why the hell did Piers have to die?
I don't know.
I mean, you can't say that.
You know what? I think we should talk about another character after we're done talking about Chris.
Okay.
I mean, and this is another character that was basically just forgotten by Capcom.
How about we go ahead and excuse me. Anyway, how about we go ahead and skip to that?
The what now?
How about we go ahead and skip to the character that you're talking about?
All right. Now this character, I think, deserves a little bit introduction, and his name is Billy Cohen.
Oh yes, dude.
Like he was literally forgotten by Capcom. Like
we need Billy back.
This is basically all they did. They basically went, "Oh, here's an interesting character, but we're not going to bring him back."
Interesting character, dude. He was like one of my favorite characters of all time.
Yeah, same here. Like it's just one thing I noticed about some of the characters in Resident Evil franchise is they just go, oh, and you like this character? Well, we're going to make sure he doesn't come back. And we're going to make sure they go out the most dramatic way possible.
Well, they actually did do it the right way, because Rebecca took his tag and reported it back as him being dead. He only had two choices, dude: die or serve out his sentence.
Yeah, I know. He literally did not have much of an option, but
I mean,
the only problem is you don't get to see him again. That's like he wasn't even mentioned in Resident Evil 1.
No, because in Resident Evil 1 he was already reported as dead.
Like okay, let's just put it this way. In Resident Evil 1, when Chris asked Rebecca if she's the only survivor left, and she mentions about the helicopter having engine problems. Here's the one thing she does not mention: that she had to fight for her life to get to where she's at. And she also was doing it with a prisoner named Billy Cohen. Like I said, and he was just basically forgotten.
Yeah, but we need him back. We need him back, dude.
Yeah, like that's the one thing I was talking about. Like, and he was a good character. We didn't even get him for a like a mercenaries mode.
Yeah, exactly.
Like,
And see,
the only time that
no,
you ever got to see him is Resident Evil 0. That's it.
and Billy, he actually didn't do anything wrong. He may
Yeah,
have
he was just
failed.
blamed for it.
Yeah, he was blamed, and Rebecca said he wouldn't judge him for it. He spilled his guts to Rebecca, and Rebecca was still trying to ask him more questions. Like, don't fucking do that. Like, yeah, even if he did kill those people, it was under false information.
Right. Even, here's the thing, I think, when surviving in the, like, they mentioned this time and time again, and it was, this is best they ever make. Sometimes the killers is actually who you want to survive with.
True.
Sometimes. I mean, there's
Yeah,
some. Yeah, like that was actually mentioned in was it Walking Dead season 1, I think. But how did I survive that?
Well, I blew myself up. So that's a thing. I was doing so. I had 5 grenades and I got a little grenade happy.
All right.
But yeah. So I want to know more about Billy's backstory.
Yeah, I don't think we know much about it, to be honest. I mean, the only thing we know is he was blamed for something he didn't do. I mean, he was trying to tell his officers to stop.
And he got knocked out for it.
And then he was basically and put on charge of killing, was it 20 people? Was it?
I think it was 27.
Actually, I would think it was 23. I could be wrong though.
Yeah, 23.
But it was like a low number, but still really heavy.
I mean, dude, 23, do you know what the fuck the charge for 23 kills or 23 people would be? You're not getting out.
Yeah, it's not going to be a lightweight.
Lightweight? You could say goodbye to your life.
Yeah, anyway, like I said, it's not going to be like real light to where you can walk out there in like a month or 2.
Nope. Not unless you know some sort of superior, insane, intelligent power. But anyways, Billy Cohen was a U.S. Marine Corps 2nd lieutenant turned death row inmate that escaped into Arklay Mountains after the military transport vehicle escorting him was forced off the road by a pack of Cerberus, the zombie dogs.
Yep.
He took refuge in nearby Ecliptic Express, where he would later meet Rebecca Chambers, who had arrived with the Stars to investigate reports of murders in the vicinity. Okay, there's a lot to read here. Holy shit. Alright. In mid 1997, Billy was a 2nd lieutenant in the United States Marine Corps with Force Recon, who along with a team of Marines were sent into hostile territory in Africa to attack a village suspected of being used as a guerrilla
hideout.
Yeah. Unfortunately, the airdrop was off target, and as such, the team had marched across miles of hostile terrain to their target objective. The heat, combined with enemy attacks, soon reduced the team to 4, and when they finally arrived, they found the village was actually full of innocent civilians. Billy's commanding officer ordered the execution of the innocent villagers and framed Billy for it, claiming one Marine panicked under the extreme conditions and unintentionality killed the civilians. Oh no, unintentionally, sorry. And unintentionally killed the civilians. Upon their base, Commander Samuel, that's his name, Samuel Reagan, had Billy court-martialed under, what is this? Clause 1, Article 118 of the Uniform Code of Military Justice. Billy was found guilty of 23 counts of first-degree murder under military jurisdiction. Billy was eligible for capital punishment and sentenced to death. That's not all there is. There's a lot more. But we should go ahead and play. I can still read this. Let's see.
I want to say that's like enough information to get the gist of what Billy is like. Like that's basically his backstory, to be honest.
That's his backstory and introduction. Everything else is Resident Evil 0.
Yeah, basically what happened in 0 and all that.
I have one more paragraph, and if none of it, if it all sounds familiar, I'll continue.
Okay.
I mean the game. But Billy is an interesting character. We both are very interested in Billy, and other people should be too. Anyways, traveling through the Arclay Forest en route to Ragathon Base. Ragathon Base. What? When is that brought into place?
I want to say that was in the file. I can't remember though.
Which was to serve as Billy's place of execution. The military vehicle transporting him was forced off the road, yes, by James Marcus.
Wait. That was actually said at the very beginning.
Yep.
Because Rebecca said that he was being transferred to a base to be executed.
Correct.
And that must be the base that they were going to. But Cerberus attacks.
Actually, no. It says forced off the road by James Marcus.
Oh, the leeches. Gotcha.
Yep. So, yeah, the zombie dogs or the Cerberus, they were a problem, but they are not what forced the vehicle off the road. It was James Marcus. And subsequently, a pack of Cerberuses slaughtered the military police who was ensuring their prisoners' transport. Inevitability forcing him to run for his life, seeking refuge from bloodthirsty assailants. Billy took cover inside the Ecliptic Express, where he would eventually, this is pretty much where it ends.
Yeah.
Everything else is just in the game.
Yeah, it's like you basically play the game and you find out all the information.
And it says status, alive, occupation, U.S. Marine officer, formerly. Born in 1972.
Yeah, and was it and the Resident Evil story, Resident Evil 7 actually takes place in 2017. I would like to throw that out there.
Very true, though. Alright, let me go ahead and continue. I'm gonna look up somebody. Give me someone to look up.
Let's see. We already talked about Chris.
Yeah, we talked about Chris.
We talked about Ada, Leon, Claire, Sherry.
What about Jake? That's right.
Yeah, Jake was not introduced until 6.
I'm gonna randomly run around. Probably gonna die really quickly because I'm gonna be reading this. Jake Mueller. Is that how you say it? Mueller?
Yeah.
Anyway, I might have to kill a few of these guys. Jake Mueller was a mercenary raised in Eastern Europe, the son of bioterrorist Albert Wesker. He was dragged into the conspiracy to launch major terrorist attacks with the C virus. Okay, that's the introduction. Biography, holy fuck, that is a long biography. Oh god. That's why I was gonna do this on my own time, but what time better than the present? Okay,
right.
I am gonna have to know a few of these guys, dude. I'm getting overcrowded.
Yeah, it's probably because I'm sending some your way. Okay, I'm sending a lot.
Well, you have to eventually get the trophy for 2,000, so I can see where you're coming from.
I'm just literally just shooting him in the head and finished him off with a physical.
I do have an idea. Since you've sent so many over here, I can read this in hopes of one of your enemies sent over to my side kills me. So that has to happen 10 times. Like, you know, you have to kill your opponent 10 times before you move over to their side.
Alright.
So I'll be running around randomly and pretty much blind. Okay, so biography. Oh man, it's gonna take at least 2 minutes to read, if not more. Oh, yep. Okay, let me just get back to full health. I'm sending some back your way.
Not a problem.
Okay, so Jake Mueller, also known as Jake What? Since when? Oh, what's kind of? I mean, he is Wesker blood.
Wait, what did it say that formerly known as?
Jake Mueller, also known as Jake Wesker.
Yeah, that does make sense, to be honest.
Yeah. Says is the illegitimate son of the late Umbrella. Is that you got? I don't know how to fucking say that word. I don't know how to pronounce it. Whatever, dude. Gosh, there's a his biography has a lot of big words. Holy shit. Usually I can read big words, but these are huge. Let's try to get to the... People are just surrounding me. They love me today.
You got a 15 combo coming your way.
Oh, how fun. Anyway, I'll try to avoid them as long as I can. Let's see. Anyways, according to the report on Jake sent to Derek Clifford Simmons, Jake's mother immigrated to the United States alone in her early 20s. Although the details weren't clear, it seems to be the opportunity. I'm trying to concentrate and read this. It seems to be the opportunity of when she met Wesley, had a relationship with him, and then got pregnant with his child. After presumably breaking up with Lester, she soon returned home to Adonia and gave birth to Jake, without telling Lester of the fact. From an early age, he had to support his chronically ill mother. She could have made a full recovery if the family could have afforded it. But Jake and Mrs. Mueller. For a second, I thought he was married. Anyway, Jake and Miss Mueller had barely enough money to cover their daily needs. She tried her best to provide for the family and did all she could to protect Jake. His loved ones. He loved his mother, but he couldn't understand why she was still basically still in love with her father, with his father, the man who had abandoned them. Without Albert, Jake soon found work as a mercenary in order to support his mother, selling his services to the insurgents fighting the government. He had no love for politics. He just wanted to afford better medical care for his mother. Unfortunately, Miss Mueller passed away not long after he became a soldier of fortune. Jake felt that he was alone in the world, and his heart was now hardened. His only concern was for money, even though he no longer had a pressing need for it. His mother left a note for him next to her bed before she died, reading, "I love you, Jake. I'm sorry to have to leave you like this. Please forgive me, and please don't hate your father. I'm sure he loves you and is thinking about you. And I know you two will find each other someday. Stay strong." Wow. Holy shit, dude, that's powerful. Where was that note?
I don't think that was there.
Holy fucking shit. That brought a tear to my eye.
So he actually has a strong background, to be honest. That kind of explains why he became a mercenary then.
Well, he had nothing left to lose, except for his own life.
Well, correct me if I'm wrong, but didn't you say he was a mercenary before his mom died?
Yeah, let me go back up just a little to make sure. Okay. So yeah, he became a mercenary to be able to afford to take care of his mother, but she passed away before he was able to pay for her medical expenses. And then he finds out that his dad got killed by Chris because his father was a fucking lunatic.
Yeah, I think wasn't that like in the middle of his campaign where he finds out that his father was not exactly what he thought?
Yeah, basically as soon as the when Jerry, anyways, when they're getting dressed back into their normal uniforms in China in Chapter 3, so yeah, halfway through the game, he finds out that Sherry knows this. Basically, she knows and didn't tell him until Chris had told him personally that Chris was the one that had killed his father.
Wait a minute, so Sherry knew about it?
Sherry knew about it the whole time.
Oh, and then she was trying to cover up.
Yes.
I get it.
If
She
you-
was
if you
probably
watch the
not
cut-
trying to edge him the wrong way.
I'll invite you back, but do me a favor. Go to the cutscenes and go to where the encounter with Chris and Jake happens.
Okay.
And let people see what we're talking about.
Alright, let me try to find... That would be under
Gosh, dang
extra,
it.
right?
I really did not know that much about Jake. Were you able to keep up with my reading? I know I'm not the best reader, but
I was able to keep up with it.
I mean, it wasn't too slow, was it?
No. You're fine. I'm trying to find where...
My fucking toe. Oh god, that hurts. We're trying to be on a serious subject, and I think I just broke my fucking toe.
Okay.
Oh, that hurts.
Was it blood ties?
Let's see. I think you're in the cutscenes. Let's see, just to make sure. Special features, cutscenes.
All right, let's go ahead and watch this very quick. I'm pretty sure this is it. Yep, this is it.
Chris!
I'm gonna watch it as well.
You're okay.
Wait, was that you who just freed us?
Looks like you guys saved the day again, huh? I can see your father in you.
How did you know?
Wait, hold on a second. So you knew him? Yeah, I did. But I'm the one that killed him.
She even showed that she knew the whole time.
It's you?
Yes.
That's right.
Because she looked away.
Police in that bucket.
Derek Simmons wanted
between
his
me and
blood,
him.
and he sent Sherry after him to get it.
Go ahead. Shoot. You have every right to. Just promise me you'll survive. The world depends on it.
Who the hell are you to tell me what to do?
Stop it!
Put your gun down, now!
This is why I have a lot of respect for Chris.
Tell me.
He literally
Following orders?
just stood up to him and basically said, if you're going to do it, do it.
Both.
Chris is already a broken man.
And he's willing to take responsibility.
He has nothing against his son. He has nothing against Jake.
There are more important things at stake than you and me.
We gotta go!
Jake!
I know!
Chris did not even flinch at that bullet.
Like I said, he was ready to take responsibility for his actions.
But his actions were, they had to be done.
Yeah. He literally had no other option.
But Jake had no idea. And Jake still has no idea.
Alright. Okay, so that's kind of interesting, to be honest.
Dude, holy fucking shit, I just thought about something.
What?
What if Jake shows up in the freaking DLC and he and Chris work together?
That would be actually freaking sweet if they did.
That would, oh my god, that would blow my mind. It really would.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but in the depending on what who you get paired up with, I think it's when you're paired up with Sherry. I think he mentions that was it him and Chris will settle things after they're done there. So
yeah, he said
you already know they're not done. Chris is not done. Well, we already know Chris is not done because he has a DLC coming out.
Do you have any idea how bad Jake
and Jake
his ass?
And we already know Jake is not done.
And he's not actually human anymore.
No, he was able to take on what a normal person would struggle with just his bare hands.
That's not even. He took on Ustanok freaking with his hands.
The Ustanok basically kicked his gun. He kicked his gun into the lava, and he was going, okay, all right, I can do this.
Mano y mano.
And
like, that's what.
May I mention, he literally kicked
jaw.
Oh yeah, like I said, kicked his ass.
You should play that one. Whichever one it is. I think it was Good Riddance.
Let me check.
No, actually, you only see him mainly beat his ass when you're doing gameplay for that chapter. Good Riddance is where you see him break his jaw, though.
Yeah, let's go ahead and play the Good Riddance. I mean, this basically shows his true power.
The power that you didn't even know he had. I mean, if you can break someone's jaw and send them flying like that, somebody that weighs about probably 900 pounds, you've got power.
Oh yeah.
Good riddance. Let's get out of here!
I have a lot more newfound respect for Jake after reading what I have read.
Oh yeah.
I mean, some of that I was completely oblivious to. I had no clue.
Yeah, like when I first heard that there was going to be a Jake campaign, my first thoughts were, who is he?
Yeah, like, who is this guy? Where'd he come from?
Like, you don't know anything about him before the game actually comes out.
They changed his last name until you could figure out it was Wesker's son. Or Albert's son, if I will.
Which one was that where you find out
What does?
where that he's Wesker's son?
Oh wait, stay on Jake's and go to 6-month reunion. That's pretty much exactly where Sherry, you can tell she's hiding the fact that Albert is his father, and they had told him, like, just watch it, dude.
6-month reunion
With
Sherry?
Yes.
Okay. Let's go ahead and take a look at that.
Jake!
At least he's a gentleman.
Right?
Where are we?
China.
Obviously, but where? Why?
Don't know.
Don't
Don't care.
Yeah, pretty much.
I love how he looks at her ass and he's like, not bad.
Done being their guinea pig.
What did they do to you?
Plenty. He said something about using my antibody
It's right here,
against
dude.
the C virus.
Oh no. What else did they say?
You know anything about an Albert Wesker?
What?
Take that as a yes. We talked about him a lot. I guess
Yeah, she
he
was
had
trying to
an
hide it.
antibody that could fight off any virus.
Didn't do a good job.
Apparently, he
Yep.
abused his gift, took it for granted, and ended up turning himself into some kind of monster. You know, I thought dear old dad was just a deadbeat who skipped out on us. No, he was actually a freaking nut job who almost destroyed the world.
That sounds like him.
Your father's actions have nothing to do
But
with
she
you.
But
has,
his blood does.
her father
the whole
was
reason
just
why we're
crazy.
even here. I mean, come
Right.
on. You really think that crazy doesn't run in the family? That nothing of who my father was
What he
didn't
says right
somehow
here is
get
fucked
passed
up,
on
though.
down to me? You of all people should know that's true. Just saying. Man that I am. Things that I've done. At least it all makes a little bit more sense now. What?
You can blame your father all you want. But at some point, you have to take responsibility for your own actions.
You know he could dent that if he really wanted to.
He could have broke the whole fucking wall down for all I know. Gosh, we really are getting into Jake's story a lot.
Actually, we're basically
let's-
getting into pretty much everybody's story, to be honest.
True, but I think the most enticing one that we've been talking about and know about so far might be Jake. I mean, we know
Okay,
all
so
about the rest of them. but
That's
finding
actually
out
kind of
something
interesting. As
up?
when Chris has to deal with the, I hate to say this, but Invisible Snake. That's when Sherry and Jake meet up with Chris and, or not Chris, Leon and Helena.
Right.
So that's actually kind of interesting.
Some of these dates seem off.
Let's see.
This game came out in 2012, and some of these are in 2013.
Let me just go all the way to the end.
Now go to the scenes right
July
before the
1st,
very-
2013 is the last one.
Yep.
And
So
of
this
course,
one-
for ending, it doesn't say a date.
I'm gonna watch No More Running. I want to see that scene. Oh god, and the saddest one when Piers has to say goodbye to his weapon. I don't know how they managed it, but they got you. Well, for me, they got me attached to Piers somehow. within just one game. And then they kill him.
Oh yeah.
And then they bring the mysterious Jake into the picture and allow him to live, and he turns out to be the son of Albert Wesker.
You know that.
Oh yeah.
And his backstory is actually quite depressing. Emotional, depressing. I don't know if it's depressing. Touching. He only joined to be a mercenary so he could take care of his mother, which passed away before, you know, said circumstance had happened.
Oh yeah.
And she even wrote a letter. That's the sad part. Like, she knew she was gonna die, and he found the letter, and I guess he found her dead as well.
Yep.
And so from there on, I guess he continued his work as a mercenary. And, you know, Sherry Birkin was ordered to get his blood.
Oh yeah.
Well, at least Derek Clifford Simmons got what was coming to him. He's dead for all we know.
Yeah, if he survives the impalement that he got, you might as well say he's another Albert Wesker.
Exactly. And that impalement, you remember, I know you do, because it filled in like the Umbrella Corporation logo perfectly with his blood.
Oh yeah.
So, I mean, when I saw that, I was like, holy shit, that is really cool. But it also had me thinking, this dude's not dead, is he?
Most likely not.
I mean, after all the shit he went through, from Leon, Helena, and Ada beating his ass, he was still pretty much standing. Like, how much more do you have?
Yeah, he literally walked off everything like it was nothing.
Like, well, that was after Carla. I think it was Carla. Yeah, it was Carla. She had injected him with the C virus, shot that dart right into his neck.
Technically, that wasn't Carla. That was just a soldier that she just gave the virus to.
Well, yeah. What I meant to say, it was by Carla's orders.
Oh yeah.
Carla's one of the most messed up characters in this whole game.
And at the time that he gets injected, Ada, Chris, and Pierce is still on that ship.
And they are all pretty much pursuing Carla.
Yeah, let me see if I can find a cutscene that shows that. It would be in Ada's, because hers has a little bit more information than, say, Chris's.
Yeah, go ahead and do that. I'm gonna look up information on Carla. And if you don't mind, I'll read it out loud so we can both learn a little something here, and the audience or whoever might be watching.
Alright, Derek's goal. Where was it?
Whoever's what?
Derek's goal, was it?
Just tell me exactly. Tell me once again. Sorry, which scene are you looking for?
Just any cutscene for when she's on the boat. Was that Derek's goal or?
Was
I know
there a
it's not the
cutscene?
chainsaw guy defeated because she was playing chicken with the train.
I would try going. Well, I'll check it out for you. I would try going to Ada's and looking for a title that might relate to Carla.
I might have to play her chapter, to be honest.
Yeah, you might have to. And yep, there it is.
You know what?
July 1st, 2013. Ada's smile, aka when she said that she still had another job to do.
Yep.
Ada's is way too mysterious, and I think that's ultimately why I like it. But
Alright.
first, before I read this, I'm gonna let you do what you're doing, and I'm gonna watch the depressing scene of Piers having to leave Chris. That scene is so freaking sad.
You know what? Here's what I'm going to do. I'm just going to go through chapter 4. You know what? Let's do it on veteran, just because.
I can handle it, not a problem. But after this cutscene, and I wanted to read a little bit into Carla. I'm pretty sure there's more to read about her in the like once you get all the emblems. I have all of them. There's a lot to read for each and every character.
I really wish you would stop.
I'm not even sure if I can watch
We have
this
so
scene.
much to talk
It's too fucking depressing. Not depressing, it's just sad. But Chris should have known after Piers and mutated, there's no way he would return back to normal. Tell me one person that is mutated and went back to normal.
There isn't.
Exactly. And Chris knew that. You had to know it.
Oh, come on.
That is the only order that Piers disobeyed from Chris Redfield was to open the door.
Yeah, other than that, he follows every order to the T.
Yep. But the last one,
Really?
he was just like,
Separate passcodes?
can't risk it.
Can't get in without 3 passcodes.
And also, if he wouldn't have stayed behind, Chris would have been dead.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, who's to say that Piers may not be alive as well? I mean, he wouldn't be the same.
Right.
Thanks for the passcode. 2 more and I'm in.
Like, what really got me is when Chris had gotten to the surface and he had Pierce Nivens, or Nivens? Anyways, he had his BSAA tag in his hand.
Oh, yeah. When I first looked at that scene, I thought maybe he was just shocked on how he just broke his grip. But
Yeah.
you take a look a little bit further, and you find out it was something totally different.
That is exactly like when I first went through the game. I mean, it's still pretty upsetting, but I actually cried the first time through a little bit. I was like, oh my god, no.
I'll admit, I think that's the first time Capcom literally killed a character that people were getting into.
Well, they did a damn good job, like I said. They did a good job at getting people attached to them.
Yeah, that's what they do. They get them attached and then try to figure out how to
Yeah.
there we go. I was just doing a quick time event very quick.
All good. Anyways, so should I read a little bit about Carla?
Go ahead.
All right. First of all, how do you pronounce her last name?
I don't know how you spell it or anything.
Ragames. Radames? We'll just go with Carla.
Yeah, let's just go with that.
Anyway. Yeah, that's easier. Anyways, Carla was a pure genius researcher working for Derek C. Simmons, and one responsible for the discovery and creation of the C-virus. Due to deception by Simmons, she became a doppelganger of Ada Wong, and eventually, and the eventual founder of okay, that's new.
They did keep talking about Neo Umbrella.
Very true. Okay. Oh my... Dude, you wouldn't believe how much fucking backstory there is to her.
Well, she's the main villain of Resident Evil 6, so I would imagine quite a bit.
You know what? If you have the time, when you get on Facebook, just real fast to see how big this page is. It would take me at least 12 minutes to read the whole thing. At least. And that's pretty much putting it politely.
Alright.
And I plan on reading at least the first part, unless you'd like to do the honor. Or we can take turns reading. Either way. It's... Okay, the page is so big, it's saying that I can't connect to the chat. Okay, there it is.
That's good. Almost too easy.
So yeah, I'll continue reading after you see how big the page is. Don't even think about looking at Leon's page. Holy crap.
Wait, Leon has a big one?
Oh my god. His Wikipedia page or Resident Evil Wikipedia, yeah. It is gigantic. I mean, if you want to read for 2 hours, go ahead.
Well, what I'll probably do is take out bits and pieces for each character.
Yeah. All right. So I'm gonna do the shit, that's so freaking much to read. Okay, okay, so she was also involved in the outbreak in 2012.
Can't a girl get 2 seconds to
Or
herself around
it
here?
was in 2000, okay. Yeah, yeah. And Adonia, she's probably the one that got a hold of Jake's mother.
Oh, there's my evil twin.
And how do you say this? Lei Shang, China, in 2013. Alright, so let me do just a little here. In her youth, Carla was a highly talented intellectual and began to familiarize herself with genetics work. Finishing a
What the hell did Simmons do to
decorate...
you?
Wait, what? No, wait. You might have to read this, dude. Some of these words I don't know.
For Carla?
Yeah. Starting at, like, the biography.
Wonder when I'll get to meet this doppelganger of mine.
Oh, crap.
Ada, stop!
You're barking up the wrong tree. No time to explain, though.
Literally 1
These
minute.
guys.
Yeah, I still needed to get it load very quick.
Alright, like I said, it's not a short page, bro. I mean, we can take turns reading.
Alright.
I
It's
prefer
just
to
a
stay
few,
out of
it's
the
just a few
spotlight.
words that I believe you would know that I don't. Or pronunciation, anyways.
I'm just trying to make sure I don't get spotted.
Thanks for keeping me busy, fellas. I'll see you around.
All right.
More searchlights, huh? Like cockroaches.
Alright, so...
No, that's not good enough. That's not.
I apologize for the wait.
Why won't it work?
Not a problem.
Combine the DNA sequence with the
I got a sandwich while I was up, so yeah.
Okay, so... What all would I need to read?
I don't know. I started that in her youth. Carla was a highly talented intellectual and began to
Okay, I got it. In her youth, Carla redeems... I hope I pronounced that correctly. Was a highly talented intellectual and began to familiarize herself with genetics work, finishing a doctorate by the time she was only 15 years old. Her extreme intelligence eventually piqued
I think that's
the
what that is.
interest of Derek C. Simmons. She began to work for him in the development of viral agents and bioorganic weapons, and in 2001 began work on what would later become the C virus. Carla's work on the virus began with a sample of the T. veronica virus. No
What?
wonder
What the?
that she had attained, intending to use it as the basis of her new virus, managing to isolate the mutation characteristic found in the progenitor virus and subsequent viruses. She succeeded in crafting the TO2 by combining this characteristic with the T. veronica virus. The next step in creation of the C virus was to combine the TO2 with a sample of the G virus that has been obtained from Sherry Birkin,
That's where it went.
which would result in what Carla referred to as the perfect virus.
All right, I got this paragraph.
So, hold on.
Yeah, let's.
Basically, what they're saying is every single virus we know went into the C virus.
Yep, and that's what caused the hideous miscreations. And also made Jake who he is. I got the next paragraph if you want.
All right, you can go ahead.
After his interactions with Ada Wong in 1998, Simmons became infatuated with her. This infatuation turned into an obsession after she rejected him. provoking him to go out of his way to begin Project Ada, operating out of a laboratory in the Quad Tower in China. Project Ada was a series of experiments with the express purpose of essentially creating another Ada Wong, and an Ada that would feel for Simmons the way he did for her. Carla was the key researcher behind the experiments, trying to utilize the complete mutation aspect of the virus to control its outcome. For years,
this is HQ. We've confirmed
I'm gonna
Just
say
like Carla.
telling the truth.
Dude, freaking Carla,
There's a fully
yeah.
armed aircraft
Carla did
carrier
everything in her
open water
power
not
to
far from your
utilize
location.
her newly
Satellite
created
imaging
C
indicates
virus
they're
to
getting ready
try
fire
and make
missiles on the
Simmons'
mainland.
wishes come
It's
true,
imperative that you
and
stop them
create
from launching
the
even a single one.
perfect
Copy
new
that, HQ.
life form for him.
I don't
However,
condone your actions, Carla.
time and time
Now
again,
I understand.
there was only failure. She attempted the experiments thousands of times, resulting in such monstrosity. What is that? Monstrosities?
Monstrosities.
Yeah. Okay. Such as. What the hell are those?
Such as the Potica and the Genosdo. I just take a guess.
Yeah, I don't know really how to say those. But there was no successful recreation until the 12,235th attempt. That's a lot of attempts. Okay. The attempt that used Carla herself as the test subject against her will. It was due to her genetic structure that, as Simmons discovered, she would make the prime candidate for Project Ada.
Alright, I got the next one. On April 30th, 2009, Carla's body was successfully reborn in the perfect image of Ada Wong, with her mind fresh to be molded by Simmons. On that day, Carla ceased to exist, and she was only known to herself and to Simmons as Ada Wong. The evidence of this birthing was found by U.S. government agents Leon S. Kennedy and Helena Harper in Simmons' underground lab beneath Tall Oaks Church, and later by Ada Wong herself in the form of a VHS tape labeled "Happy Birthday, Ada Wong."
Alright, so obviously we all know that Derek Clifford Simmons is a sick and twisted man. So
Oh, that's a given.
he took, yes, and so far what we know, he took a very brilliant young woman and took her body and made her into an exact clone of Ada
Your
Wong.
hatred for Simmons drove you to tear down the world they created. But it was
Oh,
your
yeah.
conscience,
Okay.
Carla. That's all you
So, I
forget.
mean, that's pretty fucked up. Because she was
After
what
all,
age?
Isn't that why you brought me into this?
The what now?
Let me
It's a
scroll.
shame.
She
You only
was,
sought vengeance against Simmons alone.
okay. Let's
I would
see.
have helped you.
15 years old?
Yep.
But that was in 2001. Okay. Anyway, I suppose I'll get on to the next one. Oh man.
So
we're really reading
she's
into
like 27 at the events of Resident Evil 6.
Get over yourself.
Correct.
Help me?
And an exact clone of Ada Wong with nearly every trait of Ada Wong. And even thinking that she was Ada Wong.
My plans aren't failing. They're thriving.
Oh man, this is getting pretty intense. Excuse me. As far as Carla knew, she was Ada Wong. Yep, that's about it. Her mind was corrupted by Simmons himself, replicating not only Ada's appearance, but also changing Carla to harness Ada's own intelligence and habits. I didn't know that. In her new form, Carla was none the wiser, having no idea that Simmons had taken advantage of her for the sole purpose of using her for his own gain. Yeah, I think we knew that. Kind of. I'm part of that. Some of that I read, I might have to reflect back on. As Carla was made to be Ada Wong that Simmons had always wanted, the famous remnant, right? So, yeah, I think of Carla's true self as let me start that one over.
Hate to break it to you,
the faintest remnants of Carla's true self began to surface in her mind.
Rest in peace,
It caused such confusion in Carla's mind as she believed herself to be Simmons' soulmate.
She must have injected herself with a powerful dose of the C virus.
Anyway, but something in her mind kept nagging away at her, trying to tell her that Simmons had betrayed her and deserves to have his hopes and dreams crushed before his eyes. That's brutal. At first, Carla did not give into these desires, throwing away the possibility that Simmons would have ever done anything to harm her in any way. A submarine in complete control of the family's East Asia soldiers as a gift for her loyalty to him. Okay, what the hell? I have a few questions.
Yeah.
I mean, do you? Because that seems a little... Pretty
I don't think I really need
to
to ask questions because he's already messed up to begin with.
Yeah, but... Oh my gosh, if you plan on reading the next one, you have a lot to read. And quite a few confusing words. But if you would like, I could attempt to read it. Do you?
You're on the next paragraph?
Yeah, I'm on the however Carla could not shake her consciousness.
Alright, I'll take over.
Okay.
However, Carla could not shake her consciousness, trying to tell her something was wrong. Eventually, she succumbed to these thoughts and began to dedicate herself in secret to completely destroy everything that Simmons ultimately hoped for. Damn. To do this, she secretly founded the organization she named Neo Umbrella, operating in China, where she had developed a C virus and was given authority by Simmons, scouring areas such as Poison One for test subjects under the guise of testing a new medicine. Interesting. Her resources in China went into a number of projects, including projects that eventually led to the production of such BOWs as the...
What is that? That's the snake. That's the invisible snake.
it was jaw. I'm going to guess on some of these. And the
Chainsaw guy.
Ubisto? I think that's the guy with the chainsaw.
Yeah, that is.
In June 2011, after 322 failed experimentation attempts, that's actually quite a bit.
That's quite a bit, yeah.
The C virus was administered to a test subject by Carla only a couple days after he was chosen for the experiment. Although the subject lost his arm during a lab accident, he showed a surprising reaction to the Z virus, despite not being an ideal candidate for the test. No.
Oh my god.
It's not what I think it is.
It is.
Just over a week after the virus was administered to the test subject, it was officially codenamed Usatank and became personally close to Carla, as she did to him. She treated Usatank kindly, speaking to him softly and treating him as if she was his mother.
Weird.
Usatank's admiration, what the hell?
Admiration. It doesn't matter.
For her and began to show soon after she gave him the new virus. And as soon as and as such, he would follow her every command.
Carla's primary goal of her newly found group was the production of a BOW known as Hive. What the fuck is that? Hang on, let me look into that before I continue any further. What the hell? HAOS. Oh great, another huge
Hi-Ass.
That's the boss that Chris and Piers have to go against. Yep. Sounds about right. Anyways, housed in an underwater facility built essentially as a giant incubator for the creature. Bitch was a massive Toss was a massive behemoth of a creature that would be able to split itself apart, in which it definitely did. Within its body were organs that were capable of dispersing the C virus gas. Okay, I didn't know that. I didn't know that either. I don't know if you did, but I didn't know that. I don't like the how do I say that? Do you see what I'm trying to pronounce?
Where you at?
Alright. Within its body were organs that were capable of dispersing the C virus gas, not unlike the... What is that? I can't pronounce that.
The Patica.
Is that what that is? We'll go with that.
Is that one in the church where you have to act quickly?
Oh, okay. Yeah.
And
These
the plane.
Factors... Oh, okay. These two factors make it ideally capable of... Sorry, I lost train of thought. Anyways, these two factors make it ideally capable of infecting the entire world at an alarming rate. During its development, a contingency plan was put in place that if ever Neo Umbrella's leader were to be killed, the creature would be released regardless of its stage. Okay, so that's what happened. Okay, well, we'll discuss that in a moment. Though this could lead to the release of an incomplete VOW, it would be possible that it could kill. That it can still serve its purpose, and that the plan would go unaffected. Okay, thoughts? So, I'm just gonna call him Hoss. Okay, so he is much more dangerous than I thought.
Hold on. Okay, where are you at?
Okay, well, where you would be reading next would be, even though she worked behind the scenes.
You know what? You take that because that's way too small.
Yeah, that one's not a problem at all. But I was asking your thoughts on the one that I just read. Okay, I mean, okay.
How about this?
This
And the whole biography that we read so far is really messed up. What she did and what Simmons did.
You realize that, anyways, I'm gonna call him Hoss. Or Hale, whatever you want to call him. He was only hatched because Simmons was killed.
Oh yeah.
As soon as Simmons died, he was hatched. Alright, so even though she worked behind the scenes to get revenge on Simmons for what he had done to her, she continued to follow his orders for the time, leading to a mission that would send her to the war-torn country of Edonia in Eastern Europe. Oh. This is a big page, dude.
You tried so hard to destroy the world. Now you've destroyed your body. Hope this is what you wanted.
Okay, you finished that one? Sorry, I was in the middle of a boss fight.
Oh, that's perfectly fine. I'm just saying this really is a huge page.
Yeah, I'm looking at it right now, and I think we just covered a third of what her whole story is.
I didn't know that there was this much to Carla.
Well, now we do.
Freaking A, we do.
Okay, so Maharwa Academy outbreak.
I suppose that's where the president was killed. Adam.
Well, we're about to find out. Let's see. Now, Carla's first chance to use the C virus as a bioweapon came in 2012, where she traveled to Maharwa Academy. Okay, at one night, Carla snuck into the school's infirmary, whatever.
It's all good.
And found a pair of students, Bindi Bagara, and their deceased friend, Nanan Yoshihara.
Oh my god, that's the ones you walk in on when that dude's looking for his daughter. Sorry to interrupt. Go on.
She gave Bendy a vial of sea virus, claiming that it will help Bendy and to exact revenge on the other people in Marharwa that caused Nanan's death. Bendy injected the virus into Nanan's corpse, transforming Nanan into a... You gotta
I
be
might have been
kidding me.
wrong. I might have been wrong, dude.
Lepotica.
Those things, those damn things. All right. If
Continue on.
anyone, yeah, go on.
Carla then contacted her agents via her cube phone and to tell them that her plans has succeeded.
Within the following weeks, the how did you pronounce that shit? Lepotica.
Yeah, Lepotica or
All right.
whatever.
Yeah, let's just say Lepotica sounds cooler. Anyways, the Lepotica had already spread the sea virus gas into the entire school, transforming nearly all students into zombies. While Carla left the BSAA, wait, yeah, I thought I read it wrong. I didn't read it wrong. While Carla led the BSAA to handle the zombies in, did you say, yeah, Bendy?
Yep.
She went off to find an escape route or route. Some people say it different. Doesn't matter. Only to find a nun. That is such a weird name. I don't. As the nun attacked her, as soon as she saw her, Carla quickly escaped using her grapple gun. Sounds like Ada, confirming her own suspicions that the nun will only listen to Bendy.
Carla later entered an underground control room for the academy where Chris Redfield and Ricky Tazawa had engaged Nanan in combat. Ricky, knowing from Bendy and that Carla was responsible for the outbreak, engaged her only for Carla to pin him and prepare to inject him with the C virus. Her attempt was only thwarted when the man attacked her, forcing her to retreat. Eventually, Carla left Maharwa Academy alive and without being noticed by the BSAA operatives, who were still out of clues as to who started the outbreak. Sometime after this outbreak, Carla had her agents collect the remaining sample of Nanan for future experiments.
Okay, so let's dive into Adonia, but before we do that, thoughts? Because I can tell you who, or I can read who Anon is.
Oh yeah,
She doesn't really have a long story.
she really doesn't. Mahara?
Mahara? Yeah, Mahara Academy. This is why she was rejected by literally every student. They couldn't bear that a poor man's daughter was attending the same school as them. At some point, when she was outcast by others, she reported it to Mother Gracia, who didn't take it seriously. Who the fuck is that?
Who knows?
It's a nun.
It is?
Date of birth, 1980. Deceased. Surprise. And she has a law. Oh my god. How does she have that much freaking backstory? It's a lot of backstory for someone that is not even mentioned. Hardly mentioned. I think we're missing a whole lot in Resident Evil, dude.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so would you like for me to read Adonia? The first one, first huge sentence.
What, in December 2012?
Yes, sir.
What were you reading?
I was reading the backstory of, Nanan, or whoever.
No wonder why I couldn't see where you were.
My bad. I could have swore I told you I was reading her backstory, or like a little bit of it.
I probably didn't hear that.
You didn't hear any of it?
No, I don't think I heard you say that you're reading a different story.
Oh, shit, I really threw you off. My bad.
I thought we were still talking about Carla.
Well, let's get back to Carla. That's what we're doing. But that was bugging me, not knowing who the hell that person was.
All right, I'll take care of the first one. You can take care of the second. We'll just keep switching between that.
Okay.
In December 2012, and Carla traveled to Edonia under the orders of Simmons. She was tasked to confirm if the DNA of mercenary Jake Mueller contains the antibodies for the Z virus. In her mission briefing, Carla was informed that DSO agent Sherry Birkin was dispatched to find Jake Mueller and bring him out of the country to Simmons. Aside from confirming Simmons' suspicions, part of Carla's mission was also to ensure that Sherry safely got out of the country with Jake in her custody. Unknown to Simmons, upon hearing what Jake Mueller, hearing about Jake Mueller,
Go on.
Carla had, very different plans in store for the young son of the late bioterrorist Albert Wesker.
Oh, what? This is in 2012.
Uh-huh.
Albert Wesker's being mentioned in 2012.
Yes, he is. Traveling to Edonia under the directions of Simmons, Carla confronted the Edonian Liberation Army, the group that Jake was currently employed to, and began to circulate what she claimed to be energy boosters. Bullshit.
So, what, steroids that turn you into maniacs? Anyways,
I mean,
continue.
And I can play the cutscene where he basically says BS to the energy boosters. However, unbeknownst to the...
Oh, no, wait. I'll do that one if you want.
I'm still not done yet.
Oh, I thought
that paragraph is not done yet.
That's the beginning.
No, it's not.
Okay, I feel like a dumbass. Go on. Let the dumbass be a dumbass.
Unbeknownst to the soldiers, the syringes provided actually the contain the C virus. As they began to inject themselves with the so-called energy boosters, they immediately began a painful transformation process, turning them into what the BSA has dubbed as Juavo.
Okay, we're gonna dig a little deep. The Udonian Liberation Army. I know I keep going off topic, but these are things that people might want to know.
You're going to have to hold off on that. I need to do something very quick.
Well, you go on and do that. I will wait.
By the way, it was Oswald E. Spencer.
Okay, that's what. Thank you. I'm not sure why I was thinking of the other dude. It's just, like I said. Anyways, so the origins of the Edonian Liberation Army, the organization in the late 1980s, democracy was just starting to be the new way of life in Eastern Europe. This is a different page, by the way.
Yeah, I kind of figured.
Yeah. However, the administration of the new democracy was confused in the change and provided the opportunity for officers, and my goddamn controller dropping. Excuse my language, please. Anyways, where was I at? Anyways, I'm just gonna leave off, or start off back at provided the opportunity for officers of Edonia's military to what the fuck? Oh, nothing. Anyways, Coop and occupy City Hall. As the Prime Minister lost favor and support of his country, he was forced to dissolve Edonia's. Do I need to enlarge my screen? Why can't I see this? You know what? Screw it. This army sucks. Alright, so you left off at what the BSAA had dubbed as Juavo.
Give me a sec.
So, I'm pretty sure it's my term. Yes, I will be president, thank you. Something wrong with my head, man. All of this reading has my mind like...
Well, since you read the something on, was it Edonian Liberation Army? I'll go ahead and start with the however as anticipated.
Okay, well, we're gonna split this one.
I can read the whole thing.
You sure?
Yeah.
You good? Okay.
However, as anticipated, the C virus did not affect Jake Mueller, indicating to both Carla and Sherry that he did indeed and carried the antibodies to the virus. Utilizing the extremely versatile Usatank, for whom weapons had been in development 2 weeks prior. So they had that planned out. Carla set out to capture Jake for her own purposes. While Usatank went about his orders given to him personally by Carla, she herself was eventually found in Edonia City Hall by BSAA operatives Chris Redfield, Pierce Nivens, and Finn McCauley.
Rest in peace, Finn.
And Pierce.
And Pierce. Pierce more than Finn, but both great fallen soldiers.
Oh yeah.
Anyways.
I mean, Finn idolized Chris.
He idolized Chris with... He was the one in what was it? The first chapter, and he was like, "Is he always this awesome?"
Yeah, and Pierce was going, "Okay, come on, seriously."
Pierce is like, this freaking rookie. Anyways, I salute.
Let's see. Continuing on, she presented herself as Ada Wong, as a truly believed herself to be, claiming the guerrillas injected themselves with what they were calling the C virus, stating herself to be an employee at the city hall. She said that the Adonian Liberation Army had held her hostage there.
What?
What? Okay, I have to play through that chapter again.
I have a lot of questions.
I think it's in city the chapter where it says City Hall.
That's where she infected everybody. That's the city hall you run into, and that's where Chris gets knocked unconscious and forgets who the fuck he is.
Alright. She confirms the BSAA's suspicions that the C virus was creating the Giravo. And when further questioned by Chris, she provided them with the startling revelation that the guerrillas were being funded by an organization calling themselves Neo Umbrella. Clever.
Well, let's see. Let's reflect back just a little on what you read. So she may have been held by the Adonia City Hall, but she also turned all of them into monsters, or BOWs, bioorganic weapons. She turned them all, and by the time that the BSAA got there, it was too late. And that's also where Finn died.
Yep.
Oh man, this is a lot to read. We still haven't got to China yet. Anyway, the BSAA operatives escorted her back to the city hall's foyer, where other operatives were waiting with Finn, in charge of keeping her safe while Piers was to keep an eye on her. When a number of Bristol, how do you say those damn things, man?
Which ones?
First, when a number of
chrysalids.
I'm gonna say chrysalids. Chrysalids. Okay. Thank you. Well, I'm learning new words today. That's nice.
Okay, spread out.
Anyway, when a number of chrysalids, whatever, began to hatch in new form of napids. Fuck. Anyway, Carla provided the BSAA.
Or Napads, I think it is.
Who's there? Yeah, Napads.
I think that one was like when Chris was knocked unconscious.
That must be. Yep, that's exactly what that is.
Side of this door.
Here.
Okay. So anyway, Carla provided the BSAA with a hidden door on the second floor, informing them that she knew another way out. As they proceeded to an exit, Carla had broken off from the team and managed to spring the trap, keeping 4 operatives separated: Ben, Carl, and Andy, while Chris and Piers remained barred out on the other side. Pretty much, same thing. Through the gate behind them, Carla appeared and bid her farewell to the BSAA before tossing a metallic sphere through the gate. The sphere hatched into a needle bomb that exploded, dispersing needles filled with C virus in all directions. The 4 operatives trapped inside were infected while Chris and Piers were forced to watch them mutate. Carla, making her escape in time.
Yeah, we saw that happen.
That was so messed up.
Yeah, it was. Alright, now... Hold on a second.
If you want, I can give backstory on Finn real quick. It doesn't take but a second.
Yeah, that'll give me time to figure out that something to do on here.
Alright. Ladies and gentlemen. Anyway, well, at least I hope your audience can hear me.
Yeah, they can hear you. Even though there's no one here, they can probably see it later.
Just, I'll get the link of your video and share it on my pages and whatnot. Because this is a lot of information for people to take in. I mean, if they're actually interested, that is. Anyways, Finn was a newcomer to the BSAA in late 2012, acknowledged as the rookie by his captain, Chris. He took part in the Adonian campaign on December 24th, so Christmas Eve. That's nice. He seemed nervous in his first mission, but was easily calmed by Chris, who told him that the team would have his back no matter what. Then clearly held Chris in a very high regard, as he said.
Oh, yeah.
As moments after, he asked for Piers if Chris was always this awesome. Poor Finn. And Piers, I know. Poor whole team, actually. But anyway. Finn demonstrated a knowledge of pyrotechnics.
His whole team twice over.
Yes. He's not a good leader. He was blinded by vendetta. Finn demonstrated a knowledge of pyrotechnics and was present when the team met discovering the C virus. He, Ben, Carl, and Andy were attacked by Carla. Needle bomb. As a result, Finn and the 3 other operatives quickly succumbed to the virus, mutated into a... Say it again.
The what now?
The friggin' the pod.
The pads or something like that.
I'm not really. I don't know how to. But I'm just gonna say Napad. Or
yeah,
Napad.
They come up with some weird names when they came out with this game.
Yeah, you think?
Like it's almost like they were trying to confuse everybody when they come up with the names.
Yeah, I mean the names, they really don't make any sense. This is sad to read. With his last breath, he reached for Chris in a helpless gesture of pain. Sir Chris could only watch as the mutation finished. There was nothing left of the original BSA operatives, and Finn immediately attacked Chris, knocking him unconscious. He was later killed by BSAA support troops. The death, why is it, no, it's supposed to be plural. I think they messed up. Anyway, the death of Finn and the other, oh, okay, now I see. That's pretty much it. Oh, okay, wait, this is how it happened. Yep. I mean, we both pretty much already know this. Like, once Chris had been knocked unconscious and pretty much succumbed to a, either coma or just like, severe trauma to the head, forced Chris to leave the organization, becoming an alcoholic, as he suffered from post-traumatic amnesia. 6 months after the incident, Piers Nibbins recalled Chris on their comrades' deaths and convinced them to rejoin the BSAA to assist the operation in the Shang incident.
Who are you?
I work here. My name's Ada Wong.
Shit, I thought that was gonna be short. that wasn't very short.
I don't think for any of the characters they really make it short.
What else did you hear?
No, but at least that didn't really say too much about Finn, other than like he was a rookie, and you know he did really good for being new to the BSAA.
Supporting the guerrillas, or at least I think
Oh yeah.
they were calling themselves.
Like he was highly skilled, but he got caught in that trap
Thank you. We appreciate your cooperation. Finn.
by Carla, and that's who we're reading about.
Safe. Yes, sir.
In case anybody hadn't noticed, it's been like a half hour, 45 minutes, probably an hour, I don't know.
We found one of
Do you
the
want me to
staff.
take the next
Returning to the
paragraph
foyer
real quick?
now.
Come on, I'll show you a quick way back to the entrance.
Was it the last paragraph for Edonia?
Until China.
I can
It's
take care of this.
Okay.
Let's see.
Oh god, I have a huge one to read after this. Oh my god. Alright.
Alright. Now you see why I said that I could take this one?
Yeah, yep. Go ahead.
After making her getaway, Carla made her way just outside of the rendezvous and point set up by Agent Sherry Birkin, where Usatank and a group of Joavo finally managed to subdue the agent and Jake Mueller. Give me a sec, guys. Jake Mueller, let's see. Carla confronted Jake and personally referring to him as Wesker Jr. I believe that's after they got away from Usatank. She explained very briefly to the confused Jake Mueller about his infamous father, telling him that he had inherited special blood from him. The conversation stopped as she signaled for Usatank to knock out Jake, taking both he and Sherry into custody for herself and having them escorted to the detention center in China. Meanwhile, Carla reported both Jake and Sherry as MIA and likely dead to Simmons to ensure no one would come looking for them.
So that's where Carla had betrayed him. That's where it started. That's where it started.
Yep.
Pretty much. That's pretty much where it started because she knew that she wanted that Derek had wanted Jake's blood, and Sherry Birkin basically deceased. Okay, so now we're in Lashing, China. Let's see. One of Carla's quotes before I start this one. It would be a shame, so, if he wasn't ready to live in a world of nightmares, I'll make his body a living reflection of the horrors I've unleashed. Fucking A. Gosh, dang, dude, that's dark. That's evil as shit. Anyway, I mean, Carla does have a really good reason to be pissed.
Oh, damn.
Do what?
As soon as you mess up, I die.
Oh, sorry. I will keep reading so so you don't mess up.
No, I wasn't dying. Like, keep in mind, I'm doing all this on veteran, and just so people don't go, oh, this is boring. And I'm literally trying to do it like a kind of a challenge while you're doing this. I mean, I'm not putting on professional. Fuck
Found
that.
one of the staff. Returning to the foyer now.
Come on, I'll show
You realize
where
we're like halfway through this.
I know.
Okay. Here comes a lot to read. In June 2013, Carla made contact with Ada Wong under the... Basically... Like, what the fuck?
Under the guise.
What the hell is that?
I told you, under the guise. As it's basically disguise.
I mean, why didn't it just say disguise?
Shit, they're everywhere.
It's Capcom. Just roll with it.
Roll with it, yeah. Okay. Okay, let me restart that. I barely started. Fuck. Alright. In June 2013, Carla made contact with Ada Wong under the guise of Derek Simmons, directing her to a large submarine station in the northern Atlantic Ocean that had been given to Carla by Simmons. Ada was informed that there was information on board that may interest her. The submarine base was set to already read and respond to Ada's fingerprints and even voice recognition, giving the spy easy access. The motives behind this were highly questionable, and as the real Ada's presence at base gave her knowledge of Simmons' orders to her doppelganger. Contacting Ada again as Simmons, Carla informed her of impending bioterror attack on an unsuspecting town in Africa called Africa, fucking, what the hell am I talking about? America, called Tall Oaks, followed by attacks on China, and then all around the globe. Furthermore, Carla told her how these attacks were being orchestrated by the leader of a terrorist organization called Neo Umbrella. The leader of Neo Umbrella was none other than Ada Wong. Wait, what? Yeah. Anyways. Questions for later. After having survived the attack in Tall Oaks, Ada was contacted again. By that time, Ada had already seen video. What? The video... Yep. Don't know that word. What is that word?
Give me a sec.
I think it's...
What word is it?
Gosh dang it. It's where it says Ada had already seen the video and the word right after video. Depicting. Okay, what's that mean?
Revealing, I guess.
Why can't this? This is why American language is hard to learn, dude. It is said that American, like, language is one of the hardest same fucking thing as another one. Anyways, Ada had already seen the video. Fuck it.
Just say revealing.
Yeah. The video revealing the birth of her doppelganger. Ada had figured out already that it was not Simmons at all that contacted her.
Your friends are having a hard time.
Okay. Reasoning
Please, just try to stay out of the way.
that the Simmons she knew would never play cards. That's pretty wise. Anyway, while this one was showing them willingly, and that while Simmons and the family wanted to keep the world stable, the person who contacted her only wanted to destroy it. Amused, Carla simply replied that the world would end up blaming the real Ada Wong before finally cutting off contact with her.
Okay.
I think I read just quite a bit faster.
Alright.
Get outside through there.
Did you finish that paragraph?
Yeah, oh yes, I think that might have been 3.
3.
I'm joking. 2. Nah, it was just really long. I didn't think it was gonna be that long. Oh gosh, dang it! Look at the one I gotta do below.
What, after attaining a sample?
Yeah, the one below that.
Good luck!
Alright, can we just do this? We're already devoted. If we quit now, it's for nothing.
After obtaining a sample of Jake Mueller's special blood, Carla began work on enhancing the effects of her prized C virus. Using the part of Jake's blood that made him more resistant to viruses, she managed to alter the C virus to make it extremely potent. And with this new enhanced strain of the virus, the need for a chrysalid was completely eliminated. Sorry. What the hell is eliminated?
I feel like some words on here are they might be a little off.
No, it literally said eliminated. It's just I pronounce it eliminated.
Oh, okay. Hey, also, when you're done with this one, I don't feel so bad for myself. Look at yours after mine.
I can handle it.
Yeah, but it's still a lot. Anyways, go on.
Let's see. This allowed an individual infected with the virus to not only transform instantly, but also undergo multiple transformations into various forms, without the chance of damaging the body to a cellular level. It took Carla 6 months to finally engineer, but it was finally completed just in the time of Jake and Sherry's escape from the detention center.
Huh.
Who was that?
I'm wondering the same thing. Could it have been Derek in any way?
Who knows?
See, this is what the Resident Evil Wikipedia does. It tells you like everything, but still leaves you with questions.
Oh yeah.
And that's why there's so many links. Like in these paragraphs, there are so many links that you can click on And within those links are other links behind links and links. Gosh dang, dude, I did not realize Resident Evil had this much behind it. And this is only one character. Gosh dang it, dude. Imagine if we would have tried to read Leon.
Actually, I think Chris would have more because of all the stuff he went through.
Well, I don't know. Chris and Leon basically they both started in 98.
Yeah, but Chris has been more involved.
Actually, 96 for Chris. But that's still Resident Evil 1. That was the first Resident Evil to come out. And then remastered, but still in the same year.
Well, Resident Evil 1 and Resident Evil Remaster was the same exact thing.
Yes, sir.
It just, all they really did on the remaster is they added new puzzles and new enemies.
And made it look a hell of a lot better.
Oh yeah.
Okay. So.
The dialogue still sucks though.
Oh gosh dang it. I'm gonna have a lot to read. Okay. Oh god. I scrolled down the page and now I'm having a heart attack. Help, having a stroke, roke. Anyways, I should get started before whatever I was gonna say.
Thanks for the escort. Here's something to remember.
Creatures designed by Neo Umbrella began as fuck, I already fucked up. Creatures designed by Neo Umbrella began to wreak havoc throughout Lanshang as Guavo began to terrorize the city. She eventually came into contact with the BSA operatives, Chris Redfield and Piers Nibbins, for a second time. This time accompanied by BSAA Bravo team and leader Marco Rose. What a beautiful last name. After the three managed to kill the Neo Umbrella project that was dubbed Satan.
Illusiga?
Satan.
What the hell is that?
I don't know. There's not even a friggin' link to it. I don't know how to pronounce that. I'm moving on. I don't know what the hell that is. Okay. Before they noticed her, she successfully infected Marco with a syringe containing the C virus propelled from needle gun, giving them a cruel welcome to the country. She made her escape, leaving the two survivors, tongue-tied, freaking bad. Leaving the two survivors to deal with their comrade as he hatched from his crystal, fucking crystal. His cocoon. You know what? That word's cocoon now. Anyways. From his cocoon state as a... Gosh dang it.
You're having a hard time, aren't you?
Fuck is that? I'm gonna say Gnezdo. Gnezdo?
Gnezdo, I think it is.
Gnezdo! Oh, what the fuck? Leave me alone. Okay. I think I've dug my own grave. Anyway, as Shit. Hang on. I got this.
No, you don't.
Oh my god, I'm fucking losing it. I can't. Why the fuck am I laughing? It's not that funny. Get mad though.
Just continue on.
I'm trying, but I can't. Okay, hang on. As she... ah! Fuck! As she was pursued... What the fuck just happened to my voice? Okay, I got it. Oh, okay.
You can't do it, can you?
I can't hold it together, what the fuck? Oh, hang on, just give me a second. As she was pursued further throughout China by Kristen Pierce, she briefly came across DSO.
DSO.
To find my way into your lab.
Yeah, I know, but what is DSO?
Can't believe you went through it.
It's Leon. That's all you need to know.
Yes, bears investigating.
Well, I wish I had a link to that. I want to know what the fuck DSO is.
So,
Anyways, DSO agent Leon Scott Kennedy and USSS agent Helena Harper. They're on.
Okay, so they're
not even
in
on-
two different organizations.
Yeah, I didn't know that.
Actually, didn't they say that Helena is a security advisor? Or something like that?
How is she a security advisor for both Leon Scott Kennedy and Helena Harper?
I don't know.
Need answered. Maybe it's somewhere in these 200 more paragraphs. Anyway, both pairs raced to catch up to the woman they believed to be Ada Wong, until the two BSAA agents managed to corner her. Leon and Helena's interference. What? I said that like there was a freaking apostrophe or some shit there. I don't know. I mean, screw it. That's what I meant to say. However, and that's what it says. As soon as, well, exactly where I screwed up. However, gave her the opportunity to escape as they argued over whether to kill her. I friggin' my voice. Please stop with that shit.
This looks like it might come in handy.
However, gave her the opportunity to escape as they argued over whether who to fucking kill her or take her into custody. As she escaped, as she evaded capture again, Pierce immediately set off after her, with Chris following shortly after.
And for anyone that might be watching this later, I'm pretty sure he's fine. Let's see.
I'm glad I don't have to fucking read that one.
Okay, you get to read it.
No, I can't. I'm laughing. I'm laughing again.
All right.
Just go on. Yeah.
Making her getaway in a red convertible, and Kristen Pierce pursues her through the streets of China in a BSA truck. eventually following her onto an aircraft carrier where her Neo Umbrella Joavo were stationed. The crash onto the carrier gave her the opportunity to escape once again. Yeah, she was just literally standing outside of her car.
Yeah, pretty much.
It was at that moment and that her plans started to finally come to fruition. What the hell?
Full tuition?
No, it says fruition.
Fruition? What? Where the fuck? I don't. What? What? What the fuck is that?
Her plans started finally come to an effect. I don't know. Despite being
fruition. You know what? While you're reading that, I'm looking that word up. Yeah, fruition.
All right, I'll go ahead and continue from there. Fruition. Yep. Despite being stalked throughout the carrier by not only both BSA members, but the real Ada Wong, she learned that the Joavo she sent to infect Derek Simmons had succeeded. Only moments away from succumbing to the highly advanced strain that she had engineered using Jake's blood, she could not help herself but gloat. Yep, that's where we hear I'm the real Ada Wong, blah blah blah, and all that.
Yeah, all that good stuff.
Or open. This is going to need something particular to unlock it. This looks like it might work, but where's the rest of it?
Yeah.
Let's see. I'm trying to figure out where I left off at.
Just as she finished.
Just as she finished her message to Simmons, informing him, albeit briefly. What the hell?
Some of these words, man. Alibi.
Wait, alibi?
No, wait, that can't be it. I don't know, just skip that one.
Of her plans to bring down all he and the family worked to attain, Carla was finally confronted by Chris and Pierce. She taunted Chris repeatedly with the death of his men in both Edonia and again in China, angering him to the point of taking a shot at her. The shot was just enough to knock the needle gun out of her hand, and Chris prepared to take her into custody. Well, she was asking for it. I hate to say it.
Yeah, honestly. No, what do you mean you hate to say it? Dude, she became crooked. I mean, Derek made her that way.
Well, yeah. I'm just saying, like...
but he didn't mean to make her like that. That's not what he was asking for.
Let's see. However, and Carla informed them of her plans of how the aircraft carrier they were on was preparing to launch missiles containing the C virus to contaminate the world. Chris' plan to take her in was cut short as a helicopter rose behind Carla and a member of the family took a shot at Carla, piercing her through the chest. Even with her injury, Carla was satisfied as her plan had already been set in motion. With that thought, she stepped back off the ledge of the top of the aircraft carrier and fell to her death below.
And that she definitely did. That's when the real Ada had found Carla, and she started mutating.
Yep. Which, may I add, is a big chase.
That it's a pain. It's a pain in the ass.
Yeah, because one wrong move and you're dead.
Oh yes. Okay.
I don't know how many times I died on that part when I first was doing it.
There's actually a counter if you go to enemies and like to see your can't hardly think. Anyways, your statistics. You can see how many times you've died from it.
Well, about to find out then.
But that would be excluding 360.
I don't think I died at all to Carla on this one. But we're about to find out.
I feel like
enemy
I feel like
car,
I
enemy bike,
I feel like
trooper. Who's the take I died to 8 times?
That's understandable though. Wait, does that count for multiplayer?
No.
Oh, okay.
I think I died mostly on professional.
Excuse me, ladies and gentlemen, or anyone that watches. I keep clearing my throat because I'm getting over being sick.
Let's see. Carla on the PS4, I never died to.
I wonder if I have. I could check that too, but I have a little bit of reading to do. And then you have like a short paragraph. Oh, hang on. Oh, okay, we're almost done. Kind of.
Alright, Simmons killed me twice. Deborah killed me once. Agroman killed me once. You know that mutated shark? Apparently he killed me.
Gosh. What? Yeah. I think we were both playing when that happened because it killed me too. Like I think we missed the explosive barrel or some shit.
Yeah, I think so.
Quick time event.
Alright. Bloodshots. I only died once to them.
Holy crap, and those are like the most annoying things. Well, I wouldn't say most annoying, but they're pretty annoying. Okay, let me know when I should start reading this.
You can start anytime.
Alright. So. feel like I might need to get a glass of water or something. Okay. The real Ada Wong finally confronted her doppelganger after having seen her fall to her death. She reasoned that although she tried to destroy all Simmons, clearly some semblance of consciousness ultimately betrayed her desires as sorry, I feel like I'm illiterate here. It's a lot of big words in one sentence. Desires as it was, this conscience that caused her to even bother contacting the real Ada in the first place. As Ada informed Carla about the possibility of her aid, had Carla only kept her focus on Simmons solely, Carla suddenly sprung to life as her body began to mutate from a dosage of the enhanced C-virus she had developed. Her form began to coat her, gosh, dang it, I might really need to go get a glass of water. Her form began to coat itself in a thick white residue that seeped into the surface of the aircraft carrier as well. In an attempt to take over Ada as well, Carla spat a mass of white residue at Ada. Okay, this is starting to sound like hentai. My bad. But it was easily evaded. Oh, thank God. Overcome with... Hang on. Hang on. Okay. Overcome with arrogance and insanity, Carla, her voice now switching between her true, older voice and Ada's, proclaimed herself to be the real Ada Wong, scoffing at the idea of getting help from a fake, or anyone for that matter, as her plans were still going as intended. Her form continued to expand, taking over more and more of the carrier. What little that remained of Carla's body collapsed, melting in with the rest of the residue that overtook the ship, now making the mess. No, not mess. Oh, jeez, okay. Now I'm back on the. Concentrate, Tyler. Concentrate. Now making the mess that consumed everything.
You have problems?
I'm having a problem with this word.
Where are you at?
Now making the mass that consumed everything amorphous. Is that what that is?
Let's see.
I'm just gonna say amorphous. We've got to get done with this.
Yeah, we do.
Amorphous form, completely under her control, believing Carla had to be truly dead, and condemning her to be a cheap knockoff at best. Ada tried to make her escape.
Okay, my turn.
Yes.
Okay, it looks like we're getting to the end.
I hope to God so.
Watch, it's going to say, continue to page 2.
Oh fuck! Don't even say that.
Actually, you know what? I'm going to check that very quick.
No.
All right. There is no like continue to the next page or anything.
Oh, thank you.
But yeah, we got about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Just 12 more paragraphs.
Oh my god. Okay.
And I had to read the last paragraph before Legacy.
Yep.
But first, a drink.
I'm gonna... while you read this, I'm gonna go get some water.
Alright.
I'm gonna need it to clear my friggin' throat. This is the most I've read in like 15 fucking years. I hear it's healthy for the brain, but it's driving me insane.
So do you want me to read this while you're gone, or? I think that's yes. Alright. I'm going to continue from where Jinx left off. However, Carla's new mutated form continued to pursue Ada throughout the carrier, using her shapeless form to create life-size clones of herself to attack Ada. As her form amassed over more of the area, she was able to expand Murad, I don't know, arms to try and absorb Ada. As she escaped and down the narrow hallway just outside of the heliport, Carla's large mutated face consumed part of the room, blocking Ada's escape. Screaming at Ada repeatedly, proclaiming herself to be the real Ada Wong, the insane Carla was finally put out of her misery when Ada managed to shoot and through her form and cause a leak of nitrogen gas and froze her new body, making it easy to shatter. And with Carla finally laid to rest, Ada boarded a helicopter and continued on her own mission, although Carla's legacy continued on for the moment. Alright. And since he's not back yet, I'll go ahead and continue reading. Alright. As Carla intended, one of the missiles on the carrier was released above Tachi, infecting the mass of people and mutating them into zombies, almost catching Leon S. Kennedy and Helena Harper in the aftermath. Furthermore, the mutation of Derek C. Simmons persisted, leaving him in a excruciatingly and painful state as his body and continued to transform endlessly until he was finally put down in the end by the two government agents. Elsewhere, Jake and Mueller and Sherry Birkin, held captive in the underwater facility, were rescued by Chris Redfield and Pierce Nivens. Jake and Sherry together managed to end the life of Carla's Usatank once and for all, as the BOW continued to carry out Carla's final orders even after her death. Meanwhile, Chris and Pierce managed to stop Plan D from going into motion by destroying Carla's pet, Hyos, I think that is, I don't know. Um,
I just got back.
before I was going to read it until you got back. I'll go ahead and finish up Legacy, so that way you don't have to read that.
Oh, okay.
Um, where did I leave off at? Oh, before it could reach the surface. Unfortunately for Chris, he lost another man on his team as Pierce sustained a crippling injury. And in a heated moment, felt forced to inject himself with the syringe of the C virus that Carla had dropped seconds before falling to her death. It seemed that the threat of the C virus had been stopped. However, reports from a U.S. government researcher stated during the course of producing anti-C, a possible C virus vaccine, that the possibility existed of the C virus mutating itself and evolving to create a new threat. Elsewhere in the world, Jake Mueller, with a new purpose in life, confronted a group of Nepads that threatened the life of a young boy, showing that the complete mutations wrought from Carla's perfect virus still remained in the world. All we really got left is, let's see, personality and
We don't have to
relationships.
read. Yeah, skills and abilities, is that important?
You know what? I think I think we already covered everything on Carla.
Yeah, I mean, other than personality and relationships.
Well, personality and relationships is basically just like Ada's.
Everything that we've read, we have read a lot.
Yeah.
Good God, I did not know there was that much on that woman.
I think we spent an hour or two just reading her.
Okay, but I'm gonna stream reading I'm not reading Leon's. Too much.
I mean, eventually I will have like every character for Resident Evil franchise to the date.
Yeah.
Like, here's what I'm planning on doing. Like, for each different person, I will be streaming. I don't know how I'm going to do that, but I need to stream one game before I even do anything like that.
Oh my God! Don't go to Jill's.
How much?
Take a freaking look.
Did you send it?
I will.
Alright.
Holy
Just send it to me and I'll take a look at it. Because eventually I'm going to have to do Jill's.
I thought Carla's was bad, dude. I thought Leon's was bad.
Actually, I think I know what I'm going to do. Like, while I'm streaming, like, Resident Evil 7, I will be reading a little bit of, Jill's also.
Okay, well, stop biting my freaking mic. Fucking cat. Okay. So get ready to be reading for 4 hours if you do this. Or if we do this.
All right, let me just take a look here.
Awaiting reaction.
Holy fuck.
Yeah. Yeah. See? That is a lot. Oh. Gosh. And there's multiple links to more.
Holy crap.
What the? Oh my god. All you need to know about Jill Valentine is that she is sexy. There we go. End of story.
Okay, I'm only reading like. Okay, for anyone that's interested, I will be reading Jill Valentine tomorrow when I stream Resident Evil 7.
Would you like me to accompany you?
This is going to be entertaining.
Entertaining. This is gonna take 5 hours.
Okay. Now I'm going to read just a small part, just one paragraph, basically, of this whole Jill anything. Okay. All right, and this is one of the parts I find kind of interesting. And I don't think I knew about this before. Well, part of it I know about it, but the rest of it, not really. Alright, Jill Valentine is American and Special Operations Agent, and in short is SOA. Actually, I think they say SOA instead. Of the bioterrorists. Yeah. You know what? Screw it. Just BSA. Let's just say that. Security Assessment Alliance. What the hell?
I don't even
just add more stuff. Holy crap.
Oh my god.
Of which she is a co-founder and one of the original 11 members, making her a respected and high-ranking operative of the organization. Co-founder?
Jill's father was French.
Yeah, I just saw that. Jill's father was French and her mother was a Japanese migratory descent, referred to as a Nikkei. Nikkei.
I would have said that. Well, I don't know. Is that Mikkel? I don't know. Is that an I?
I don't know.
Let me read her just short biography real quick.
Okay, go ahead.
Before joining it, will you stop biting my mic, cat? Gosh, dang it. This is why I wasn't letting you in the damn room. Love you, but good lord, stop it. Alright.
Oh wow, she's actually short.
Hey, that just means she's easier to handle, huh, giggity?
Okay, this is what it's saying for her height. It's giving me two different heights. It's saying 5'5" and 5'8".
That's kind of weird.
I'm wondering if they're saying she's 5'8" now, but she's 5'5" when she was first introduced.
wonder how. It'll definitely tell us. There's plenty of freaking shit to read here. It'll probably tell us when she was introduced and what age she was.
Holy crap. She had a lot of voices.
Oh, yeah. Oh my god, that's a lot. Didn't think there was that many.
Let's see.
Okay, so
Michelle Ruff voiced her in Revelations. Wait. No. That can't be right.
Whoa. What?
This literally cannot be right.
What?
They say Michelle Ruff played her Jill Valentine in Revelations 2 in Operation Raccoon City. Oh!
Well, I think...
raid mode.
What? Okay.
That's literally it. Because she's not in the campaign whatsoever.
Okay, I'm just gonna read the biography very quickly. Or not very quickly, but...
Just read a small part because I'll be doing a full extent of it tomorrow.
Yeah, I mean, I'm literally, like, you see where it says biography? That's all I'm reading.
The first paragraph, I'm guessing?
Yeah, I'm not even going into the mansion incident. Okay, so, well, it might mention it, but still. Before joining STARS, Jill was part of the U.S. Army's Delta Force training program, where she earned extremely high grades in bomb disposal. She was recruited into STARS Alpha Team. Shut up, Cat. Gosh dang it. She was recruited into STARS Alpha Team for her already well-developed fighting skills, serving as position rear... Wait, what?
Position rear security.
Okay, she has a nice ass, but okay. Anyway, in July 1998, she became one of the few surviving STARS members of the infamous mansion incident, and 2 months later, the Raccoon City destruction incident. She is the longtime partner and close friend of Chris Redfield, and as a result of their partnership, the two have since been extremely close. She even saved his life by tackling Wesker out of a window. She has devoted almost her entire adult life to stopping bioterrorism in 2003. As a member of the private anti-biohazard service, Jill took part in the fall of Umbrella when she and Chris assaulted the Umbrella
Cassia's laboratory.
That must be that must be the mansion. It's not?
It says fall of Umbrella.
The fall. Okay, well.
I will say one game that actually talks about
Umbrella Chronicles.
If anybody wants to learn more about any of these characters, Jill, Ada, pretty much the originals, they are in Umbrella Chronicles, and people like Leon, Chris, or not Chris, well, part Chris, Leon and Claire mostly would mostly be in Dark Side Chronicles. like Dark Side Chronicles and Umbrella Chronicles actually give you more information about what's going on. And now they might change it up a little bit, but it's about the same.
Yes, and it has been an honor. It has been an honor reading up on Carla.
I think we deserve a break after that one.
we deserve a break. I think anybody that... I will be shocked if anybody listens to us do that entire fucking thing. That was
And well,
a lot to
and
read.
since I'm really into this lore of pretty much anybody Resident Evil, I will be like every now and then I will be streaming while reading up on pretty much any character. You know, like if someone gives me a character they want to hear about, I'll look it up and see what I can find on them. But chills, holy crap.
Oh, God, man.
Okay, let's just put it this way. I'm going to have a long night tomorrow.
Gosh dang it. I feel like I should do a character myself, but it seemed like it worked out pretty well with me and you, like, switching up reading.
Yeah, if you join up on me when I do my Resident Evil 7 stream, we should be able to do that, no problem. But like I said, it won't be until nighttime.
Yeah, if you were
Okay.
like 7 a.m.
But-
sharp, I'd be like, hell no.
But I'm sorry, guys, but that's the end of this. We'll do another character tomorrow.
We've had our fun.
Now, and to make things interesting, when I stream like a Resident Evil game, I will be reading more about that character. Like, if you guys want to hear about Rebecca Chambers, I'll stream Resident Evil 0 and just start talking about Rebecca Chambers. I don't know much about her, to be honest.
Yeah, we should do that. Rebecca Chambers. I mean, or unless somebody has a different request.
Yeah. Anyways, guys, yeah, like I said, that's the end of the stream. If you guys got any requests, like a certain character you want to hear about or anything, or maybe you just want to refresh on a character, let me know, and me and my friend Jinx will look into the character and we'll read it on my next stream. In the meantime, thanks for watching.
Bye, guys.